Lil Durk. Lil Durk possibly facing life in prison. What you think about that?
He knew that was coming.
I was talking about it on the last episode. It was crazy because, man, his guy that basically, like, long story short, his man's that got out of prison for serving like 12 years or whatever. He threw him $50,000 as soon as he got out of prison. Got him a crib, car, whatever the case would be. Is he had a wire on him. Lil Durk snitch was an OTF member and he was exposed for wearing a wire. OTF Jam allegedly wore a wire for multiple years and previously served a 12-year sentence. Wearing a wire for multiple years is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like I said, like, if you're gonna do that, wearing a wire for a night, a day, whatever it could be, is obviously crazy work. But years is nuts. Do you think Lil Durk, and now he's possibly facing?
They just gave him 2 new charges, right?
Yeah, yep. Lil Durk facing life in prison after being hit with 2 new felony charges in connection to the murder for hire case. Lil Durk is now facing additional charges. On Friday, the Department of Justice announced that Durk has been hit with 2 more felonies in a superseding federal grand jury indictment alleging he conspired with at least 5 other people to murder rival rapper Quando Rondo. As we previously reported, the plot unfortunately resulted in the fatal shooting of one of Rondo's relatives. The DOJ lists Durk's charges as one count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death, and 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun in possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. Jesus.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Okay. For lack of better words. Do you think that he's got a chance in hell, especially with Young Thug come home?
Nah, Thug was a state case. His is
federal. Really?
Yeah, his is federal.
Oh shit. So he's a goner?
Gone. ZP man.
So you don't think it'll be brought down, or
what do you mean brought down?
Because like they say he's facing life or whatever. Like, you don't think it'll be brought down? Like,
doubt it. I mean, there's 3 different murder for hires. Like, come on.
All right. Well, hopefully we gotta just hope the best.
It's just dumb. Like, we need to leave that street mentality alone. Like,
right. Especially if you come up,
bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, you literally, bro. It's sad. It's sad. It's just like the Diddy situation. It's like, bro, there's so many black men or black people, like, and just people in general, but especially black people, who just would do anything to be
in position,
and just not even in that position to even be your fucking right hand man. Like,
right.
Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, we just get in these positions and we abuse it,
fumble,
and we take advantage of it and we fumble it, bro, and we don't leave no good examples. Like,
I mean,
it's
sad. I
bro.
think that
it's
certain things, like, first of all, like, not everyone's meant to be rich. Like, you were just saying, like, niggas just get rich. You can apply Like, not everyone's meant to be rich.
Why not? The Bible says that.
Not everyone's meant to be rich because not everyone has the mindset to handle what comes with rich and fame.
Nobody said fame, but what comes with being rich?
Well, Durk and Diddy were both famous.
Okay, but exit famous out. What comes with being rich? What's so hard about being rich?
Temptation.
To do what?
Literally the different things that, like, well, as far as Diddy's concerned, most of his shit was based upon temptation and greed.
So you think there's no temptation in being poor?
There are.
All right then.
But people who succumb to temptation, whether you're poor or rich, end up in bad situations.
So it goes back to individualism, good people matter.
But if you're rich with temptation,
so be a person that's rich, but be a good person.
But not everyone has that. What you're saying, not everyone has that.
So start off becoming a good person before you get rich. Start off become a good person and then get rich.
I agree. That's not bad advice. But I'm saying that's not the case.
Well, I don't see.
I don't even think that's a normal. That's not even normal. That's not the average.
Yeah, because the average person wants to be lazy and wants somebody to give them something, so they rather have.
There's that
socialism.
Yeah, there's that. There's greed. There's
if you look at history, we know the only system that works is fair capitalism, not monopoly capitalism, but fair capitalism is the only system that works. Look at history. Nothing else works. Everything else fails.
Okay. All right. Well, free Durk.
Why free Durk?
Because he's a black man in prison for his life.
But he committed crimes. He committed murder.
It wasn't. It was murder for hire, and he didn't. He's associated with it, but he didn't murder nobody.
So if you knew somebody, hire somebody to murder somebody, your cousin or something, would you be screaming freedom?
Nah, it's funny that you say that because I'm usually the one saying that. I'm usually the one pitching that. Like as far as people that still support Diddy, but that's weird because you that's mad ironic for you to say that because we just got done talking about Donald Trump, who has mad different reasons to not support him, but you still. But anyway,
there's no substantial.
To answer your question, no.
There's no substantial evidence. People just saying shit about Donald Trump. Durk literally said in the song. He told me he was an op. Some green light, don't even ask, or some shit like that. Like what? You literally telling on yourself. And you glorifying the streets in your music. You glorifying killing in your music. You glorifying women bashing in your music. Like, come on, at some point, black people as a whole, we need to start thinking.
You know what? Quasi,
regular,
like I said, like I've been saying, I love the conversation we having, but right now it seems like you holding Durk way more accountable than you hold Donald Trump. You don't hold Donald Trump.
We don't need to worry about Donald Trump, bro. Durk.
Why? He's our president now.
Durk directly affects the black community.
And now
by his music.
And now Donald Trump affects the country.
How, bro? How?
Because he incites hate. He incites
that
message that Vic Fuentes was on. Was incited by Trump's presidency.
And the same way,
racism is going to flourish now that Trump's president. Murder is going to go up.
Have you ever dealt with racism firsthand?
Yes.
What happened to you?
I kind of block it out at this point. Like as far as discrimination, prejudice, things like that.
No, racism. Have you ever felt?
Bro, prejudice is a form of racism. What are we talking about? You're not gonna be racist and not prejudiced. You're not gonna be prejudiced and not racist.
That's not true. There's people whose prejudice are not racist.
It depends on how
you're prejudiced, but you're not racist. I ain't seen a white person on this show yet.
Fuck you mean? In person,
I ain't seen a white person on this show yet. I love
that you said that because you're wrong. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. I haven't seen a white person on this show yet.
Okay, well, there has been a white person on this
one.
So because I'm supporting, this is what I'm saying, bro. You're killing me right now.
That's where the line is. That's where the line. The line is so thin to where it's like, oh, I'm supporting my people. That's prejudice.
No, the fuck it's not.
Look it up.
We're a minority. How is it? How
are we the minority? You listen.
Black people are a minority in America.
I see a lot of black people every day.
That doesn't mean we're not still the minority. You can see a whole bunch of Mexicans. Don't mean they're not the minority.
They ain't. That's the point. Like, what are you talking about, bro? So you mean to tell me you think there's more white people on this earth than black people?
I'm not talking about the earth. I'm talking about America.
So you think there's more white people in America than black people?
In America, yeah. That's why the fucking rich man was saying, I
don't believe that.
Donald Trump. Huh?
I don't believe that.
I mean, you could Google it if you really want to.
But how you know they not just putting that out there to keep people in this frame of thinking that you're less than?
But again, I don't know how to.
Everything is always about black people being less than. We less than this. I'm
not saying we're less than. That's not fair.
Oh, yes, you are. If you're saying there's more white people than you saying there's less black people.
But I'm not saying we're less than them. Like,
well, I'm just saying that
by just a minority.
That's one of the things they use for mind control. That's one of the ways you have you thinking that white people are better than you.
Well, why would I not?
Or they're above you, or some way.
So me pushing black people on the podcast, is confirming that black people are less than white people.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Putting black people on a podcast is confirming that you're prejudiced.
How?
Because you're looking out for your best interests of black people.
So because if I support black-owned businesses, solely, I'm prejudiced to white people?
If you solely only support black-owned businesses, you're prejudiced.
Because I want black people that are a minority and have suffered generations of abuse and all types of different things that black people suffer.
Whatever you want to put in front of it, don't make it.
And that means I'm prejudiced to white people?
That don't make it different.
How am I? So say how I'm prejudiced to white people without talking about black people. What does Jalani feel about white people that makes him prejudiced to white people? Like what?
You don't feel no type of way. That's why you're not racist.
Well, how am I prejudiced to white people?
Because you
solely won't have them on the show.
Because
I've never said that, and then white people have them on the show.
You're literally looking out for the interests of black people, right? That's your main objective.
So if I have more black people,
if your main objective is to look out for your race, you're prejudiced.
That's crazy.
Look up the definition.
So then you're saying I'm prejudiced to Mexicans,
everybody's
Asians.
prejudiced. Like everybody, like bro, it's not a bad thing. Like everybody makes it seem like it's a bad thing. It's natural to look out for the best interests of your own people.
But that doesn't make you prejudiced.
So what did it make you then?
That means that you want to support your people because white people support their people.
Bro, it's prejudice, bro.
If you're supporting your people, that's
so
not
prejudice then.
I looked it up because you asked me to look it up. Prejudice is opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Prejudice against people from different backgrounds. Being against people, not being for your people. Just because you're for your people doesn't mean you're against other people. Like, just because I have...
Well, I mean, okay, they want to use that word against, but...
Because that's the definition.
You ain't for them either, because you ain't doing nothing to help them if you solely only looking out for your people.
But that's not what I'm doing. So what are we talking about?
I'm not saying you, I'm just saying.
No, what you were. Now
I'm saying, I don't think there's anything wrong with looking out for the interests of your people.
No, you're right. That's right. Looking out for but don't say that's prejudice, because not. Looking out for your people is not prejudice to other people. That's weird. That's a weird rhetoric that other people are on that I don't even want to get into. Like when people say that Black Lives Matter, and then people are acting like, oh, you're saying that white lives don't matter. Like, no, you're killing black people. Literally, the Black Lives Matter came from the murders from black people caused by white people or whoever the fuck it was. So to say Black Lives Matter does not mean you're prejudiced. Like, that's what you're basically saying. That's what I'm saying. Black Lives Matter does not mean that you're prejudiced to white people or blue lives or whatever fucking weirdo. It's not even blue lives. It's just police lives. So it's like,
human rights.
Right, exactly. So it's like, that's why the definition that you wanted me to bring up says that means that you're being against people from different backgrounds. So if I say white lives don't matter, they don't mean a shit, they don't give a shit, like it doesn't matter at all, I'm being prejudiced and racist. Mm-hmm. We are having an episode today.
Well, at the end of the day gonna end. And people need to start thinking more, man.
But that whole conversation derived from because you hold Lil Durk more accountable than you hold Donald Trump.
Yes, because Durk is literally
everything you're saying is could be said about Donald Trump.
But you're saying Durk music affects
the streets, the black people
a lot, bro.
And, a lot. And fucking Donald Trump being president affects the people a lot, bro.
Not yet. We can't say that because his first term he only had 1 year. The pandemic had not happened. So now you can't literally say, "Oh, Donald Trump being president."
But dang,
we don't know yet.
We're gonna move on right after this. But like you said, the shit's already happening since he's been president. That Nick Fuentes guy put out that message as soon as he won presidency.
Okay.
And you know how many people that follow Nick Fuentes that are really moving with that mindset?
Now, if shit starts hitting the fan,
that's because Donald Trump
say is valid. But until then, it's all speculation. Durk literally has young boys out here sipping lean, want to be a killer, want to be a ganger.
But we're saying the same thing. You're just talking about Lil Durk and I'm talking about Trump.
But Trump ain't do nothing yet. So you can't say that yet. And he might not do nothing yet. So it's like, we don't even know.
10 Lines podcast, over 15 episodes, talking about different things, music related, dating related. We play mad games, mad jokes, different fights, arguments, debates, and whatnot. So the channel is just going to continue to grow. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out the rest of the channel, and I'll see you next time.